Today, I want to ask you a really, truly real question. I'm a little bit fired up about this. I am really curious about finding out this information. I want to know where you are getting your information on how to grow your apparel business. Because what I'm technically finding online is not the information that I got when I was in the industry for 20 years. I'm finding that the information you can find online is either super blase general information or it's just plain wrong. And I wanted to actually show you today the information that I'm finding, and so that you can help me understand where you're getting the correct information so that I can also tap into that and understand what information is getting out into the industry so that I can make sure I'm providing the best services and the best information to my clients and to my community. So when I share my screen here, I have literally Googled how to grow my apparel business. And I have Google's kind of experimental Bard app that kind of goes into all of this that I got early access to. I'm not sure how, but it was offered to me. So when I go to Google search and something pops up, I actually get this AI response first, and then I can scroll down to all of the regular Google results. And so just really quickly here in this AI result, I want to go through line by line and just talk through my thoughts on this. And then I want to hear from you what you think about it and what information you are getting that is different from this. So, create a business plan. If you have not created a business plan for your apparel line, I highly encourage you to do so. If you need help with a business plan, there are plenty of people that you can reach out to. I have some great resources for you. I am also starting to add some brand audits and business planning into our services. So, if you're interested in that, let me know. But this is not how to grow your business. This is how to plan your business. Okay. Identify your target market. Again, I'm sorry, but duh. This is something that every single business on the planet needs to know. And if you are not honing in on your target market, reevaluating that one person or that one ideal market year over year over year and staying clear on that, then you are doing a disservice to your brand, to your employees, and to your customers. So you should absolutely be doing this. But again, this is planning. This is not how to grow your apparel line. Follow fashion trends. Okay, this is something that, yes, you can absolutely do this, but this is how we just do business in apparel. We follow trends, we evaluate trends, we forecast trends. We look at all of this so that we know what products to make. And this is absolutely relevant. This is good information. But again, this is not necessarily how you're going to grow your brand, because following a trend and understanding how to read that in your market and apply it to a timeline that makes sense for you in your exact sector is not how you're going to grow your business today or over the next year. It is how you are, again, going to plan to make products for the next several years. Market your brand. Duh. I'm not even going to go into that one. Build an online store. Again, duh. If you don't have an online store right now, you are missing out on all of the capabilities of the apparel industry and online shopping. E-com is 100% where you should be. Not very many people are going into brick and mortar stores. Some people will because they want to try on your clothes and they want to make sure that they fit. But most of the people right now are shopping online. They try it on. If it doesn't fit them, they return it. So again, online store, I'm sorry, but this should be a duh. Develop your fashion design skills. Don't know if I agree with that one. If your fashion design skills in the traditional sense of like drawing pretty pictures and learning how to sew, I would argue are not actually skills that you need to grow an apparel line. You can hire people to manufacture for you. You can hire people to do sketches for you, but your fashion design skills are not necessary to know what product needs to go out into the market and to make a business grow. So this entire section of here are some ways to grow an apparel business, none of that has anything to do with growing. It has everything to do with planning. Other ways to grow your business include preparing costings wisely, planning for marketing, building and maintaining relationships. These are all great business advice things, but I want to know where you are getting your information on the processes to implement to actually grow your revenue. How are you learning to apply what's going on in the Nikes, in the Adidases, in the Under Armours? How are you learning the processes that they do inside all of their closed door meeting rooms to actually apply that to your line and then grow your revenue year over year? What are the answers to that? Are you hiring high level people? Are you paying like $150,000, $200,000 salaries to senior level developers, senior level product managers, senior level business leaders to actually come in and teach you those processes? If that's the answer, I am super curious to know that. I would really love to understand who you're hiring and how that levels out in your company so that you know exactly how to grow. Again, as we get into some of these definite like Google results, 30 ways to grow your fashion brand. So this is an ad for an app. How to scale a clothing brand in 2023, 8 strategies, nail your branding, fill in market gap, perfect your signature product. Okay, perfect your signature product is probably the first bit of really good advice that I've actually seen here on Google. So maybe go to this ad roll thing, see if it will give you the information that you're really looking for, processes to follow. That could be a good one to start. Forbes, how to start clothing business. Okay, if you're looking to grow your apparel business, I hope you've already started one. So this is not relevant. How to grow my clothing business. Marketing. Ugh, I'm sorry. That is just a given. Of course, you should be marketing. That is not new information. That is not anything about process and growing your revenue. How to increase revenue. Grow your e-commerce with a fantastic website. Start a marketing campaign that you care about. Go beyond straight sizing. I agree with that, but that is not necessarily how you're going to grow your revenue. How to grow your fashion brand in a year. Brick and mortar stores. You could do that. You could add a brick and mortar store if you've been e-com only, but that costs, I can't even tell you how much that costs. I don't even know. And so if you're prepared to do that, great. But I don't know that that's really the best advice here. The digital first business model. Okay. So they're just kind of throwing spaghetti against the wall here. Do anything. 7 tips for starting, how to start. Okay. This is all information that I am just not quite sure how you are getting to a point where you're understanding what it is that you need to do on an annual basis, on a daily basis, on a monthly basis. Do you have goals? Are you rationalizing your line? Are you line planning like a pro? Are you hiring people who understand this and then they're teaching it to you, or they're doing it inside your company? And if so, are you paying them the salaries that they expect? Are they contractors? Again, I am just super curious. I would love to hear from you. Please comment on this video. I am genuinely curious to learn how this is happening in the startup world and in the industry, especially from the $1 to $5 million mark. If you've hit $1 million, congratulations. How are you planning to get to 10 million, to 50 million, to 100 million? Are you curious how Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour got to $1 billion? Or are you just happy being at $1 million and you're not really interested in growing to those levels? Again, super curious. Please comment below. I would love to hear from you. If you want to contact me directly, you can go to unmarkedstreet.com, but comments in the video are great. Thank you. I really appreciate it.